Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to this channel. And today we'll be talking about the latest football updates. जो सबसे पहली न्यूज़ आने वाली है, मैं शायद थोड़ा लेट हूँ ये बताने में, अब तक आप सबको पता चल गया होगा, बट द स्पॉटिफाई कैंप नो इज़ फाइनली रीओपनिंग। भाई काफ़ी वेट किया है इसके लिए। 2.5 ईयर्स से ज़्यादा हो चुका है कि बार्सिलोना अपने होम मैचेस दे वर प्लेइंग इन द ओलंपिक स्टेडियम। द स्टेडियम वॉज गुड, इट वॉज सो ब्यूटिफुल, इट वॉज राइट ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट हिल। काफ़ी सुंदर लगता है, बट दी मैचेस ओवर देयर भाई बिल्कुल भी वो फीलिंग नहीं आती थी कि होम में मैचेस हो रहे हैं। बिकॉज जो स्टैंड्स थे, जो स्पेक्टेटर एरिया था, काफ़ी दूर था फ्रॉम दी एक्चुअल फील्ड। तो अगर कोई अवे टीम आती भी है हमारे स्टेडियम में तो वो प्रेशर, आई नेवर फेल्ट कि यार उनको कोई प्रेशर फील हो रहा है। एंड इवन इफ फैंस आर एंथुजियास्टिक एंड दे आर सपोर्टिंग, दे आर चेयरिंग एंड ऑल दैट, भाई that feeling never came when we used to watch matches which are happening in the Camp Nou. By the atmosphere of the stadium was something else. And even though the stadium won't be opening at the full capacity, ऐसे सुनने में आया है कि like around 45,000 spectators will be allowed to sit there. But यार something is better than nothing. And obviously after इतने टाइम बाद कैंप नो में फाइनली बार्सिलोना विल बी बैक। एंड जैसे ये सीजन आ रहा है, लाइक comparatively last year ke it's not going good, although we are still at second position in the La Liga, only 3 points behind Real Madrid. But I really hope, with all the new developments which have happened so far, all the injury updates which are quite positive, Pedri will probably be back against Chelsea, and Rafinha is already back, John Garcia is already back, so hopefully they'll be playing against the Athletic Club on 22nd November. तो आई मीन ये पूरा इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक काफ़ी पॉजिटिव रहा है बार्सिलोना के लिए, एंड आई थिंक यहाँ से एंड इस सीज़न के एंड तक सब कुछ बढ़िया हो। एंड भाई जो सेकंड न्यूज़ आ रही है दैट इज़ अबाउट द मैच बिटवीन यूएसए एंड उरुग्वे। एंड यू वोंट बिलीव कि यूएसए डिफीटेड उरुग्वे 5-1, which is like really embarrassing. I always, I believe कि Uruguay is much better side as compared to USA, but 5-1 defeat against them, it's quite embarrassing and maybe eye-opening. You know, I think Marcelo Bielsa's team was really good, really promising in the last Copa America, and भाई उनको देख के लग रहा था कि यार it's a very difficult team to beat. Their pressing was so effective, and they had players like Araujo, Ugarte, and Valverde. Although Valverde था नहीं इस मैच में, he's a Real Madrid player and it was an international break, so of course he was injured. But फिर भी like कुछ लगा नहीं कि यार they have something to offer. uh, Two MLS players, they scored brace each against Uruguay, and really embarrassing defeat. But I would say कि यार something positive for Pochettino. I think it's gonna be his first World Cup with the USA men's national team this coming year. So yeah, I think they'll be having quite good hopes from him. They'll perform better, maybe better than last year. In the last year, I think they went through and they got knocked out by Netherlands, I think. But anyways, it was a decent performance as well last year. Netherlands was a very difficult team to beat, even for Argentina. So yeah, kudos to them. But I hope this year they'll go even further. And even though they are the host, so they have that advantage, and I hope they will take good advantage from this. Even though I'm an Argentina supporter, but I want this World Cup to be quite more competitive. So let's see how it's gonna be. The Republic of Ireland and Norway, they both have qualified for the FIFA World Cup. भाई दोनों की स्टोरी काफ़ी अमेजिंग है. For the Ireland, Parrott scored hat-trick in the last match and in the last moment of the match. भाई क्या मैच था वो. मैंने पूरा मैच नहीं देखा. आई वॉच द हाईलाइट्स एंड आई वॉच द मैच अगेंस्ट पोर्चुगल. इन दैट मैच ऑल्सो उसने ब्रेस स्कोर किया था, and it was a phenomenal performance, to be honest. And against the Hungary as well, he scored a hat trick, and he took his team to the World Cup. But it's such a big thing. I can only imagine the scenes and the feeling in the country when India will qualify for the FIFA World Cup. But I don't know वो टाइम कब आएगा. I'm not really sure. जिस हिसाब से फुटबॉल चल रहा है हमारी कंट्री में, जिस हिसाब से परफॉर्मेंसेज आ रही हैं, तो it looks, I don't think so it's gonna happen very soon आई थिंक कल ही हम बांग्लादेश से 1-0 हारे हैं। एंड यहाँ पे हम कुछ बहाना भी नहीं दे सकते भाई, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का, फुटबॉलिंग कल्चर का। आई थिंक बांग्लादेश के पास हमसे ज़्यादा रिसोर्सेज तो नहीं है, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, बट स्टिल दे डिफीटेड अस एंड नॉट रियली एक्सेप्टेबल। आई रियली होप there's some bright future for Indian football, but abhi tak to I don't think it's there. I can't say it. If you guys can, then do let me know what future do you see for Indian football. But anyways, I was talking about Norway and Ireland. Yeah, Norway में Haaland is doing carry job, phenomenal carry job. मैंने भाई stats देखे and Haaland has already scored 16 goals I guess पूरे क्वालिफायर में. And then second पे जो बंदा I think Depay, he has scored only 8. So Haaland has already scored the double, of what the second place holder has scored. So भाई he is doing one man army kind of thing for Norway. Not only him, I think Sorloth is also doing very good. And as a Barcelona fan, of course, you cannot forget who Sorloth is. He always scores against Barcelona. But yeah, I mean, I'll be seeing Norway in the World Cup. I'm really excited for it. I really hope ki they will do good in the World Cup. They'll at least get out of the group stages, which I think they can. But the World Cup is gonna be exciting. The World Cup is whole different gravy. Everybody over there is fighting for their team. They have the feeling of nationalism in their heart, and it's just not 6-7 tournament. It's a fucking the most watched tournament ever in the history of sports.